Hi everybody, in this video, let's look at your Form 4 Ed Math textbook, page 108, Intensive Practice 4.2. In this video, I'm going to discuss two questions with you, question number 7 and question number 8. Now, let's look at question number 7 first. The area of a rectangle is 8 plus square root of 10 square centimeters. One of its sides has a length of square root of 5 plus square root of 2 centimeters. Determine the length of the others. I think this should be side of the other side in the form of this. Okay, let me sketch a diagram for you first. Now I have a rectangle over here. Given by the questions, the area is this: 8 plus square root of 10 square centimeters, and one of its side has a length of this. So I just let this side be this length. Square root of 5 plus square root of 2 centimeters, and the length of the other side is in this form: a times square root of 5 plus b times square root of 2 centimeters. Now we want to find the value of a and b, right? Okay, so first try to think, how do we get the area of this rectangle? We find the product between the length and the width, right? Means that this times this will give us this one, right? Okay, let me find the product between the length and the width first. A times square root of 5 plus b times square root of 2. This whole thing multiplied by this. Oh, this is square root of 5. Square root of 5 plus square root of 2. Okay, this will give us the area of this rectangle. We just do expansion one by one. So this times this, it will give us a times 5. Why? Because square root of 5 times square root of 5 is equal to square root of 5 square, right? Which is equal to 5. Okay, I hope that you understand why this times this will become a times square root of times 5. Okay, now go to second terms. This one times the second term of inside the parentheses here. So it will give us positive, 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 a square root of 10. Why? Because square root of 5 times square root of 2 is actually equal to square root of 5 times 2, which is equal to square root of 10. Okay, now how about this? B plus positive, positive will give us positive. So same thing, we will get b square root of 10. And the last one, positive, positive will give us positive as well. And this time, square root 2 times square root of 2, you will get 2. Okay, so let me rearrange these all terms. So this is actually 5a. This is 2b. So I'm going to write 5a plus 2b. Okay, so here I have square root of 10, here I have square root of 10 as well. I'm going to factorize out the square root of 10. A plus b times square root of 10. Okay, this is the area of this rectangle. And the question tells us that the area of this rectangle is equal to this. Means that this is actually equal to this, right? Okay, 5a plus 2b plus a plus b times square root of 10 is equal to this, 8 plus square root of 10. Then we compare both sides. Compare both sides. We know that 5a plus 2b is actually equal to 8. 5a plus 2b is equal to 8. And this part compared with this part. So you have square root of 10 here, you have square root of 10 here. So a plus b is equal to, if you don't see anything here, it means 1, right? Okay, a plus b is equal to 1. So this is the first equation. And now we are going to form the second equation, which is a plus b is equal to 1. This is the second equation. So after forming these two equations, and you should be no problem to solve it, right? To get the value of a and value of b. So you can, it's totally up to you. You can use substitution method or elimination method. So here, let me use substitution method. From the second equation, I know that a is equal to 1 minus b. So let this one be the third equation. So no matter you are using substitution method or elimination method, we have the same goal, which we want to change the two variable become one variable. Okay, now, so I'm going to bring the third equation into the first equation. So I'm going to replace the a by 1 minus b. Substitute the third equation into the first equation. So 5a, I don't want to write a anymore because I know that a is equal to 1 minus b. So I'm going to change the a become 1 minus b plus 2b. The rest we just copy. Now we have no more a now. We only left b. So it's easier for us to solve it, right? So just like simple linear equation. So this 5 times 1, you will get 5. 5 times positive negative, you get negative 5b plus 2b is equal to 8. And this will give us, I'm going to bring the 5 over here. So negative 5b plus 2b, negative 3b. 8 minus 5, you will get 3. So b is equal to 3 divided by 3, which is equal to negative 1. Now, we know b is equal to negative 1. Let me continue over here. Substitute the value of b, which is equal to negative 1, into the third equation. So a is equal to 1 minus b, which is negative 1. So a is equal to 2. Okay, so from here we know that the length of the other side, let me write over here for the final answer. We cannot stop here because the question asks us to give the length of the other side in this form. So the length of the other side is equal to, so be careful, this is a first, so 2 square root of 5 plus b is negative 1 times square root of 2. So positive negative will be equal to negative 2 square root of 5 minus square root of 2 centimeter. Okay, so this is the final answer for the question number 7. Now let's look at question number 8. The diagram on the right shows a right angle triangle PQR. Determine the value of tangent x. Write your answer in this form, where A and B and C are integers. Okay, I hope that you still remember the Dwakaso. Tangent is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. Cosine is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, and sine is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So sometimes students will get confused between the adjacent side and the opposite side. So you need to be more careful when you want to determine which side is adjacent side, which side is opposite side. It depends on the position of the angle. So hypotenuse, majority of the students will have no problem because this is always opposite the right angle. So this is right angle, right? Opposite the right angle will be over here. So this will be the hypotenuse. And since the angle is over here, adjacent side will be here. This is adjacent side. And opposite of this angle is this, right? So this is opposite side. Okay, we know that tangent is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. So tangent x for part A, tangent x is equal to opposite side, which is here, 3 plus square root of 2 divided by the adjacent side, which is 1 plus 2 times square root of 2. Okay, this is tangent x. But the question asks us to give in this form. you will notice that no such form at the at the sorry at the denominator part, right? Okay, so this is numerator, this is denominator. So what I am going to do now is to rationalize the denominator. So what I'm going to do, rationalize the denominator, I need to multiply the denominator with its conjugate. So the conjugate of this 1 plus 2 times square root of 2 will be 1 minus 2 times square root of 2. So the numerator and denominator I'm going to multiply by this one. So 3 plus square root of 2 times 1 minus 2 times square root of 2. And how about this one? 1 plus 2 square root of 2 times 1 minus 2 square root of 2. Okay, make sure that the numerator and denominator multiply by the same things, otherwise we will change the value of the fraction. For example, right? For example, let me give you an example. Let's say 2 over 3. If this one you times 4, here you have to times 4 first, right? So here you have to times 4 as well, so that we keep the value of the fractions. So this will give us 8, this will give us 12. This and this, they are actually the same thing. They have the same value. Okay, so we are now rationalize the denominator. So what to do next? We just do some expansion. 3 times 1, you get 3. Positive, negative. Positive, negative, you get negative. 3, 2, you will get 6. So the square root 2, you just copy. Okay, now let's move to second terms. So this positive, positive, you get positive. How about this? Positive, negative, you get negative. So again, I hope that you know this one. Time 2 square root of 2. So 2, I just copy square root of 2 times square root of 2, which is equal to 2, right? Why? Because square root of 2 times square root of 2 is actually equal to square root of 2 square. So this one is actually equal to 2 times 2. Okay? So here, let me write 2 times 2 first. If you don't want, you want to write 4, it's okay. Okay, now let me go to the second part. This one, you actually don't have to expand it one by one, but if you want to expand it one by one, it's okay. So here, still remember this formula. If a plus b times a minus b, you have the two parentheses multiply together and all the terms here are the same. What's the difference is the sign. One is positive, one negative. Is actually equal to a squared minus b squared, right? So here I'm going to write 1 squared minus 2 times square root of 2 squared. So it's easier. So if you want to expand it one by one, you will still get the same thing. Now let me continue doing it. So 3 minus 4, 3 minus 4, negative 2 times 2, you will get negative 4. So 3 minus 4. Okay, I think I write this one first, clearer for you. So this is negative minus 4, and this one is negative 6 times square root of 2 plus square root of 2 is actually equal to negative 5 times square root of 2. Why? You can think this way. Just assume that the square root of 2 is equal to x. Negative 6x plus x is equal to negative 5x, right? So same thing apply here. So this will give us 1. This will give us 2 square, you get 4. And square root of 2 is square, you will get 2. Right? Okay. So 3 minus 4, you get negative 1. So negative 5 times square root of 2. So how about this one? 4 times 2, you will get 8. 1 minus 8, you will get negative 7. So I'm going to multiply the denominator and the numerator by negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. Okay, so here will become 1 plus 5 times square root of 2. And here will become 7. Okay, so this is the answer for part A. Okay, let's go to the last part. Determine the area of the triangle PQR, and we want to write our answers in this form, where P, Q, and R are integer. So how do we find the area of a triangle? The area of a triangle, no matter the triangle is like this. Okay, let's do a quick revision. Like this, or this, or this one. Okay, now this is the perpendicular height, and the perpendicular height of this triangle will be over here, and the perpendicular height of this triangle will be over here. Okay, but you have to be more careful when you want to find the area of this type of triangle. So no matter what type of triangles here, the area will be the same, 1 over 2 times the base length times the perpendicular height. Okay, be careful, perpendicular height. The height that you use must be perpendicular to the base. So this is base. So the height is perpendicular to the base, and this is base. The height is perpendicular to the base, but this one you need to be more careful. The base is not here. It's not here, but the base is only here. And the height is here. We want the perpendicular height. 1 over 2 times B times H. Okay, so now I'm going to use this formula to help me to get the area of this triangle. 1 over 2 times the base length times the perpendicular height. Area of triangle PQR, 1 over 2 times the perpendicular, times the base length, which is this one, 3 plus square root of 2, and times the, if you don't want to write the times sign, is okay. Let's say you want to write like this, it's okay. The perpendicular height, so 1 plus 2 times square root of 2. Okay, you don't want to write the unit first, is okay, so you can just write the unit at the end of the answer. So now I'm going to do some expansion for these two parentheses. The negative, the 1 over 2 I just ignore first. Just look at this one. 1 over 2 I will just copy, and don't forget to put a parenthesis over here. 3 times 1 you get 3, and then 3 times 2, and positive you get positive, right? 3 times 2 you get 6, and square root of 2. Okay, now go to the distance, square root of 2, positive you get positive, square root of 2 times 1 is equal to square root of 2, and then this positive again, you get positive. Okay, so I hope that you get this answer. Square root of 2 times square root of 2, you actually get 2 times 2, right? Let me explain again. Square root of 2 times 2 times square root of 2. So it's actually equal to 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 2 square, which is equal to 2. Okay, so it is 2 times 2. Okay, don't forget to put a parenthesis. Let me change the parenthesis here, become a square bracket. Okay, so 3 plus 4, you will get 7. And how about this? 6 times square root of 2 plus 1 times square root of 2. You can think 6x plus x, which is equal to 7x. So same thing here, same concept here. So it will equal to 7 times square root of 2. Okay, so the question asks us to give our answer in this form. So we need to follow the requirement, which will be 7 plus 7 times square root of 2 over 2, and this is square centimeters. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.